Hey everybody, this is Monique Brown, Customer Experience Strategist Coach. Welcome to my Facebook Live. I'm so excited today. Today I have business coach Risha Ferdinand. And actually guys, I feel like, oh my gosh, she is actually my coach. So, so I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming on with me.
You are welcome. Thank you for having me, Monique.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to just tell everybody why I'm doing this and who I am first.
Okay.
So again, my name is Monique Brown, Customer Experience Strategist Coach. And I teach entrepreneurs and small business owners a strategy on how to put great overall customer experience into their everyday, relations with all of their clients, because we want to keep them happy, coming back, engaged. So every Wednesday, I do have lives. I go between having guests like Risha, and then also some of my other lives are just discussing customer experience. But on my lives where I have guests because I need them to show you guys how important customer service is in their industry. And no matter what industry it is, customer service and customer experience together have to go hand in hand. Right, Risha?
That's right.
All right, Risha, and you are the CEO and a strategic business management agency. So thank you so much. And again, guys, I told you she's my coach. So tell me, Risha, so I said you're a business coach, but what kind of business coach are you?
Okay, great. So first of all, thank you once again, Monique, for having me on your show, on
Oh
your
my gosh, thank
program.
you.
It is truly an honor to be here
Thank you.
to work with you and alongside you as well. For persons who see me for the first time, Monique gave a brief description of who I am. I am Risha Ferdinand. I am a business growth strategist, and I'm also a business coach to many. I own strategic business management agency, and in that agency I fulfill a number of consultancy services, and I'm also a lecturer. And I was so happy to be a part of this live because customer service is important. Your business cannot grow, it cannot succeed without excellent and exceptional customer experience. So Monique, thank you once again.
Oh my gosh, thank you. So Risha, I know you have a lot of experience. So tell me, how long have you been a business coach in your industry?
Great. To say when I grabbed that title, it would have been last year. I actually grabbed that title. I
Okay,
didn't know I was a business coach, to be honest.
okay.
Persons always told me that. I have messages from a couple of persons I actually went back as old as 2019, 18, where they're calling me their business coach. And I never accepted it because I felt as though I wasn't, honor. I wasn't, it was just too much for me. I felt as I wasn't worthy to be called a business coach.
Oh my goodness.
But my work experience have clearly nurtured me into this role, and I embraced it fully in 2020. It still plays on my mind. I still don't use it in a number of my emails or as my signature. I still go by business strategist. But yes, business coach, I tell persons whatever you choose to call me, I'm still going to get the job done.
Yes, and you are so awesome at what you do. So I cannot wait to get into this because I just think that you're so good at your customer experience, and you give everyone who speaks to you, you make them feel very comfortable. So I wanted to ask you, now, a lot of people think that customer experience and customer service
Mhm.
is more like customers, like the regular consumers, the customers.
Right.
But you're pretty much, you help entrepreneurs. You teach other, people who own
Yeah.
businesses. So you're a business to business. So
Yes.
tell me, how do you put customer service into your daily operations when you're dealing with businesses instead of like regular customers.
Right. Good. Now, customer service and experience, as we know, it's a thin line, it's different.
Yep.
For me, customer service is whereby when I reach out to persons or persons reach out to me, I greet them with a warm welcome, find out how they're doing. It's all polite or professional. The experience, however, goes longer than that. The experience is how I take care of my clients, the
Okay.
accountability that I give them, the assurance, the relationship is actually the experience. And that to me stands out big time in the way how I do my business, because my business grows based upon the relationships that I have with my
Yes.
clients.
Yes. I like that you said that. Your business grows based on your relationships, which is all about customer experience.
Yes.
So me being that I'm a, entrepreneur, so I am like, I'm a business.
Yes.
And I will say that for you, you're so nurturing. I think that you're nurturing, yet you hold your clients accountable and you make them get out of their comfort zone. But that's what they need. That is giving them the great customer experience that they need you to provide for them.
Yeah.
And I just think that you do such a great job. Like, it's like, hey, you know what? Like a bird, like ready to fly. You're like, you can do it. You can do it. Go ahead. I'm pushing you out this tree.
Yes.
Yes, because for me, for personal experience from you, I was, very nervous about doing certain things. And I really like how, from my customer experience with you as being a business coach, you took me step by step by step.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because everybody can't just jump out there and do everything.
Yes.
And you push me in due time, my own time, but yet held me accountable.
Yes.
So you provided the customer experience that I needed you to provide.
Yes. Yeah.
So
there is something that I've learned over time, and it's what separates you from your competitor. Now, we've heard a number of businesses, small and medium-sized business owners say, don't worry about your competitor, which is fine. I understand that there's a time and place for it. But guess what? Large brands such as Samsung, such as Apple, they know who their competitors are. They're very clear.
yes.
And when they put through their advertisements, they actually go at each other hard in their advertisements, even with those tissue ads with Bounty and Brownie. They go hard at each other.
Yes, they
So
do.
and what they do is they study each other strategically. And they then separate themselves with their bells and their whistles that makes it different for persons. So with me, I have placed emphasis on my bells and whistles because guess what? I am not the only business growth strategist.
Right.
I am not the only business growth strategist that gets results for persons either.
Right.
But what separates me is my customer experience.
Yes.
And I ensure that my bells and whistles are tied in my customer experience. So it's more than just you are watching pre-recorded videos with me. I want to ensure that I'm holding your hands. Let my team do all the other hands off work.
Right.
Right? Let the rest of my team get that done. All of the paperwork, data entry, email sending, whatever have you. But when it comes to speaking with the clients, that's me. That is on me. So I ensure that my clients get that one-on-one experience with me, accountability. So that way, the experience they get is a real human touch experience. I am all about having evergreen businesses. I'm all about your model, your business growing to a place where it grows beyond you and it actually makes money for you. And in order to do that in a type of business that you and I have, is for us to have pre-recorded videos, digital products, right? Ideally, we want to sell digital products, but there comes a point in time where digital products become so cold where persons no longer
Yes.
have that interface, that interaction with you, who is the brand.
Yes.
So therefore, I make sure my bells and whistles are tied to my customer experience. And that is what has separated me from my competitors. Yes, there are some of them I'm sure do a better job than I do. I'm certain. I'm
Right.
certain they have better offers than I do.
Mm-hmm.
And that is such that is life. Each one
Right.
of us, we can't be the same. We can only target a particular market at a time. But
Yes.
having said that, the market, the segment of the market that I actually own, I want to ensure that they get an exceptional, outstanding customer experience from me.
But that's great. And that just makes such a difference to be personable.
Yeah,
That's kind of like, I want to say that sounds kind of old school. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you have to make sure that you speak with somebody. But
yeah.
sometimes everything being automated or videos, that doesn't work for everyone. That's not
Correct.
the type of customer experience that everybody needs. They need to ask you questions. They need to just have that personal interaction, that engagement with you, because it just makes it so special.
Yeah,
And then sometimes, like, if when you're typing something, when you're sending a DM or sending an email, sometimes the tone is not the same as if you're speaking to someone, just like through a Zoom video or even on the phone. You can hear their inflection. Like, sometimes makes you feel better, like, hey, you got this, you're fine. Sometimes people just need to have that personal touch
that's
on it.
right.
I think that just makes such a difference, because recorded videos, that's works for some. That's a great
Yeah.
customer experience for some, but not everybody.
Let
So,
me tell you this, what I have learned is, like I mentioned earlier on, it's all about making the experience different. When
mhm,
someone's jump on to my email list, now for those who are watching this live, whether you're live or going to be on the replay, I want to share this tip with you if you are also an entrepreneur. If you have the time permits, if this is in your personality, do this. When someone jumps on my email list, once they subscribe, I sent them a personalized video. There was a point in time I had like about 20 persons a day average coming on my email list.
yeah,
I literally would go out into my yard with my phone and have the list of their names on a notebook, on a
uh-huh,
notepad. And as fast as I send them that video, I strike off that video, their name from off the list. I say, okay, I did a video for this one, and I record myself, giving that person a 1 minute greeting, a personalized greeting. Whatever comes to mind at the point in time of recording,
mhm,
I say whatever is on my heart at that point in time. I then save the videos under their names, upload it onto YouTube, from YouTube, ensure that they alone have access to it, because YouTube allows you to limit
right,
the who can view it. Then send them an email with that video link in it.
that's
Yeah, I do that because from the point of you joining my list, I want you to know that, hey, I appreciate you. I don't only, yes, at the end of the day, I want business. Right?
yeah,
Let's be real. At the end of the day, I want business.
yeah,
But I do not want you to feel as though you're a next dollar sign walking across my screen.
yes,
No, it's more than that. And guess what? If you don't hire me in the next 2 months, 2 years, that's fine. I want to ensure that you still get the help that you need, whether it be from me or one of my competitors. But you must
yeah,
always feel at home. And every time you say my name, Risha Ferdinand, it must provoke a smile to your face.
yes.
Yeah,
I like that you said that. I also noticed that even in like your Facebook group,
yeah,
like I noticed it in most Facebook groups, whenever there are new members, they just put a
mhm,
whole list and they just say a thank you message.
yeah,
You send an individual
yeah,
message on your group to
yeah,
that person. And I noticed that you also put the person who referred them, if
yeah,
somebody referred them to the group too, which
yeah,
is you're shouting someone out, you make it very personal. And then sometimes I see you put some little personal information about them sometimes. I
yeah.
mean, that's worth sharing, that they are okay with sharing. in there. And that is just so nice, because really that's where the customer experience begins too. And I think that a lot of you know, business coaches, sometimes you don't always get that sale. Sometimes, you know, they speak with you and maybe it's not right then that they're ready.
Yeah.
But I like how you still take time out with everyone. You
Yeah.
answer questions, things like that. So if they do want to work with you in the future, they know that they can be comfortable with you already,
Yeah.
because they've already started that first customer experience with you
Yeah.
the first time that you had the first conversation with them.
Correct. And you
Yeah,
know
that's
what? I
nice.
want to ensure that, and that's what I'm saying. There must be bells and whistles that
Yes.
separates you from your competitor.
Yes.
Does my, I don't even know if my competitor does that, to be honest. Send personalized videos, or if they send a personalized messages, welcome messages in the
Mhm.
group. I don't know. Would
Right.
it eventually become a thing that they do? Highly likely, because the word will eventually get out there, that you can do this or do that. That is fine. What I have to keep doing is keep perfecting my bells and whistles, keep working on what makes me stand out, what makes my experience the best. And even if, and let's just say perhaps, a client of mine doesn't get the results that they want, let's say
Mhm.
perhaps, right? Because no one is perfect.
Right.
Let's say perhaps I got a client who was disappointed in the results. You know what? At the end of the day, they must say that despite it all, Risha's experience working with her did XYZ still.
Right.
Even though I didn't get the quantitative results that I was looking for, I still was able to develop in this other area of my life. I was still able to grow this particular personality or trait of mine, or develop this characteristic. So
Mhm.
I look at the holistic person, because as entrepreneurs, small and medium sized business owners, the brand starts with you, the individual.
Yes.
So therefore, it's more than just dollar signs and quantities, anything with figures. It's more of, it's a lot, it has a lot to do with your mindset,
Right.
your home,
Mhm.
your lifestyle.
Mhm.
Because listen, if your home isn't in order, if your own personal life isn't in order, your mind isn't in order, guess what? Your business would not be in order.
Right.
So therefore, I need to ensure that my experience with you, even though it's a business experience, it doesn't feel like a business experience.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody wants to feel like they're just a number, like you said. Nobody wants to feel that way.
yeah,
I mean, we need someone to hold our hand sometimes.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
So, being that you take so much personal time with people to make them feel, you know, like you believe in them, making them believe in themselves, pushing them out that tree so they can fly, right? What do you feel that, what is your retention process really?
Good. Very good question. My retention process is whereby I love to follow up, right? Follow up is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Even though someone would have passed through a program with me, and I may not have something else to sell to them at this point in time, or I do have a product, but because I haven't worked with them, I realize they're not ready to take on another product as yet. I still keep that relationship open.
Yes.
I still follow up. I make it my responsibility to check in.
Ability. Yes.
My day, my work day is literally on my laptop on social media. That is my
Mhm.
office space. Social media is my office space. When persons think that I'm on social media, literally just looking through news feeds and persons, just, having a good time, relaxing on social media, it's far from the truth. I
Right.
am literally working.
You're working. Yeah.
I am connecting with people who I've worked with, who would have hired me at some point in time. Check in with them, find out what they need, what support they need.
Yes.
Whilst my team does all the other work that doesn't
Right.
require my attention. Yeah.
Okay. So your retention process is pretty much you make sure you put the bells and whistles in, you make it a personalized
Yeah.
experience, right? And then you said that you also follow up.
Yes.
Follow up is huge.
Yes.
Without following up with clients, I mean, they'll think that you forgot about them, right? And
Yes.
then you have to stay relevant to them. You have to stay on their mind. Hey, how are you today? Even if it's just like I notice you always, you send messages, hey, how are you today? How's it going?
Yes.
How did, and then you know how you do give a lot of homework and
Yes.
you always follow up with, hey, how did it go? How
Yes.
can I help you? You
Yes.
just are come off, like you're so accommodating, which definitely it speaks to everyone's customer experience when they're doing business with you. And I think another thing, like I know we say it's personal life, but you don't always make it feel like it's so business like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's greatly appreciated. And I definitely think that it just speaks volumes, definitely. So Risha,
Yes.
business coach. Tell me some tips that you would give someone who was maybe just starting to be in the business of being a business coach. What tips
Right.
would you give them besides you said be personable, following up? Are there any other tips besides the one that you said that you would give out as well?
Most importantly, not just in business coaching, but in any business side, give yourself grace.
Give yourself grace. You guys
And
says this to me every day.
listen to me, if you can get that on a sticky note and stick it on your mirror, wherever it may be, but
Yes.
ensure that you see it each day. Give yourself grace. Not because you put a product out there, it means persons will automatically come running to you.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work like that.
Right.
It takes time. It takes a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of thinking. And you want to ensure that you preserve your energy and your mindset, preserve your happiness. Because we tend to put so much pressure on ourselves as
Mm-hmm.
business owners
Yes.
that we don't see how far we've come from. The seeds that you are sowing, business owners, those of you who are watching this live or on the replay, know this: you have come from far. Give yourself grace. Do not think automatically someone will buy from you immediately. It all depends on what product you have and what service you're offering. There
Yes.
are some things persons won't think to buy. Persons will just immediately buy a jeans pants or immediately buy a top. But when it comes to different things like buying a service whereby you don't get immediate results, a
Mm-hmm.
service usually takes time. You
Yes.
will generally hesitate. It's nature to hesitate and then to ponder on all these different things. So you have to bear that in mind. Do not be
Definitely.
fooled by the internet.
Right.
Do not be fooled. So that is my encouragement to you who are now starting up your business. In the midst of having all of the exceptional customer experience that you want to have, and crafting attractive emails and crafting attractive posts and content. In the midst of it all, no matter how attractive your content may be, give yourself grace.
Thank you so much, Risha. You guys see why she is my coach. She pushes me, she encourages me, which is the customer experience that I need. And all of her, clients think the same thing. Well, thank you so much, Risha, for being my guest tonight, my special guest,
You're
my
welcome.
my
But
personal coach.
Monique,
So thank you.
before we go, you actually have an excellent product for sale right now. It's like what? How much for it? Not like $7 for it?
$7. Yes.
I know, ladies and gentlemen who are looking on, I had a look at that document because obviously I'm her coach. So I want to ensure that what she's also delivering is of good value because you cannot work with me and offer substandard things, right? It doesn't work like that. Once you're my offspring, your quality must be of excellence. Nevertheless, I looked at her document and it's like, okay, Monique, this is a really great e-product. So
Thank
if
you.
you're looking on and you need to know the different emails that you should send to your customers, whether it be service-based or product-based customers, you need a head start, get Monique's product now, that digital product. I believe it's $7. She's selling it at 4. I think tomorrow it's going to go
You
up
got
to
it.
what, $19? Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it goes up Saturday night. Thank you, Risha. So yes, I do have an email product. It's different types of emails to send to your clients for engagement
Yeah.
because we have to know what kind of emails to send. We have to stay relevant. We have to
Yeah.
make our clients feel
Yeah.
appreciated and we have to give them the information.
Yeah.
And so this $7 product is $7. It's on a promo right now. It is going up on Saturday.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to my business page, Monique Brown, Customer Strategist, you can go ahead and see it there. It is on sale there. So
Yeah.
thank you. And yes, you guys, Risha, she's hard on me. She made sure she looked over my product to make sure it was good to go.
You
So
should get it.
thank you.
If you're contemplating, it's $7. You actually can get a drink, a Coke, cookies with $7. If you
Yes.
have a business, please invest in it, get it, and it will actually help you make your life easier, as
Yeah,
opposed to brainstorming what to tell my audience, what to tell the 5 people on my email list, or what to tell the 10 persons on my email list,
that's
what
right.
to tell the 100 persons on my email list.
That's
Moni
right.
has that document. It's a very detailed document that she created using her, what, 20 something years experience in customer service.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
therefore, all of her experience, she was able to nurture into one document that can really add value to you and your business. Okay? So give her review when you have it. I want to know as well, did the product work for you? Was it helpful? Did it help you craft your emails the right way? And what results did you get from it? Okay? But thank you all so much for having me. Thank you for inviting me in your home. Monique, thank you for also having me.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, Risha, for joining me on my live tonight. I appreciate you. You're amazing. You always just pump me up. So I, I definitely appreciate you always making it very personable for me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, along with the $7 product too, you guys, I am always available. I offer a 30-minute clarity retention session. It is to go ahead and evaluate where you are in your business for your retention. So please, you can send me a message on my Facebook business page, Monique Brown, Customer Experience Strategist Coach. Or you can always just send it to me on my regular, my page, Monique Brown. You can also meet me on Instagram as well. So thank you guys so much. And remember, you have to retain your most valuable assets, which are your clients. And I want to help you come up with a strategy today to do that. So come back here next Wednesday, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time zone. I'll be here. Either I'll be going over tips to give you on how to retain your most valuable assets, or I'll have special guests like Risha coming on to explain how customer service and customer experience works in our industry. Okay, you guys, thank you so much again, Risha. Have a
Thank
great
you.
night, everyone.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.